There is a single moment where a man loses all the respect he has ever built. It does not happen in a fight. It does not happen in a failure. It happens in something far more ordinary, something most men do without thinking. And by the end of this video, I am going to tell you exactly what this moment is. Not a vague concept, the exact behavior. So you never do it. But first, you need to understand how respect actually works, because most men get this completely wrong. Every man carries what I call a respect account. It is invisible. No one talks about it, but everyone keeps track of it. Every time you follow through on your word, you make a deposit. Every time you stay calm under pressure, you make a deposit. Every time you stand by your principles when it costs you something, you make a deposit. The balance grows, slowly, over years. People start to trust you. They start to look to you. They start to treat you differently. But here is what most men do not understand. The respect account has an asymmetry built into it. Deposits are small. Withdrawals are massive. You can spend 10 years building respect and lose it in 10 seconds. So what is the moment that destroys it? It is not betrayal. It is not failure. It is not even weakness. It is public inconsistency. Let me be specific. It is the moment when you say one thing and do another, and people see it. It is the moment when your private behavior contradicts your public image, and people find out. It is the moment when you preach standards you do not live by, and people notice. That is it. That is the moment. You might think this is obvious. Everyone knows hypocrisy is bad. But here is what makes it devastating. It is not about the behavior itself. It is about the revelation. A man who never claimed to be disciplined can be undisciplined without consequence. A man who never claimed to be faithful can be unfaithful, and people might judge him, but they will not lose respect for him the same way. But a man who built his image on discipline, who told others to be disciplined, who positioned himself as the disciplined one, when that man is revealed to be undisciplined, everything collapses. Because now people do not just see a flaw, they see a lie. They see performance. They see someone who was never who he claimed to be. And that is what destroys respect. Not the flaw, the deception. This is why some public figures survive scandals and others do not. It is not about the severity of what they did. It is about whether it contradicted who they claimed to be. A rock star caught doing drugs loses nothing. It fits his image. A preacher caught doing drugs loses everything. It destroys his entire foundation. So what is the lesson here? It is not to lower your standards so you can never be called a hypocrite. That is cowardice. The lesson is this: never claim what you do not live. If you are working on discipline but you are not there yet, do not position yourself as the disciplined man. Say you are working on it. Be honest about where you are. If you have areas of your life that do not match your public image, either fix them or stop presenting that image. One or the other, but never both at the same time. The man who says, "I am trying to be better," and fails is human. The man who says, "I am better," and fails is a fraud. But here is the part most people miss. The moment of lost respect does not require anyone to catch you. It can happen when you catch yourself. Because the respect that matters most is not what others have for you. It is what you have for yourself. Every time you say you will do something and you do not, you know. Every time you compromise a standard when no one is watching, you know. Every time your private self contradicts your public self, you know. And that knowledge erodes something inside you, slowly, quietly, until you wake up one day and realize you do not trust yourself anymore. That is the real cost. Not external reputation, internal integrity. So here is what I want you to do. Audit your life. Look at what you claim to be. Look at what you actually do. Find the gaps. Then choose. Either close the gaps or stop making the claims. Be the man whose private life could be made public tomorrow and nothing would change. Not because you are perfect, because you are honest. That is how you protect the respect you have built. That is how you keep the respect you have for yourself. And that is the moment a man loses respect forever. Now you know what it is. Make sure it never happens to you.